Last semester, I studied abroad in London with Fordham University. I did all the touristy things like visiting Tower Bridge, touring the Buckingham Palace, walking through Hyde Park, visiting the Prime Meridian line at Greenwich, looking at art in the British Museum, admiring the views from Sky Garden, and watching Broadway plays like Mamma Mia. I even had the privilege of seeing Stonehenge, one of the seven wonders of the world. During my time studying abroad, I also ventured outside the UK and explored numerous cities and countries in Europe. My program at Fordham University took us to Rome, Italy, which was my first trip outside the UK. I went to places like the Colosseum, Trevi Fountain, and the Vatican Museum. We saw Michelangelo's famous painting, Creation of Adam, and although we weren't allowed to take any photos, we were able to sneak one in. I was also lucky enough to see the Pope on my last day there. My next stop was Paris, France, where we had wine by the Eiffel Tower, walked along the Arc de Triomphe, and visited the Louvre to see the Mona Lisa. Paris was absolutely beautiful, and though it was really expensive, it is definitely one of my favorite cities. I also went on a weekend trip to Wales, UK, where I saw some of the most spectacular views like this one. We went on hikes, saw seal pups, and went coasteering, which is when you swim along the cliffs, climb them, and go cliff jumping. We also went surfing in the freezing cold water. It was an active weekend full of adventure where I did things I'd never done before. During my mid-semester break, I ventured off to Israel with my family and learned a lot about the culture of Israel and the history of Christianity. We visited places like the Dead Sea, Jerusalem, Nazareth, and Jaffa. I met people who talked to me about the Palestine-Israel conflict and walked through the life of Jesus. My last and final stop was a quick weekend trip to Brussels, Belgium. It was a foodie trip where I stuffed myself with waffles, fries, and chocolate. There I learned that there are two types of waffles, Liège and Belgian. My personal favorite is the Liège waffle. Though I visited tons of places around Europe, London will always hold a special place in my heart. Not only is it a city with such a rich history, it is also one of the most diverse cities in the world. Through studying abroad, I was able to step out of my comfort zone and experience things I never would have expected. But most of all, I learned so much about myself and met people I know I will keep for the rest of my life. It is truly such a unique experience, and I wish I could go back and do it all over.